Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird. Don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird. The bird's a bird. Oh, well, a
Hello there. This is Birdman316 here with a pre-review, I guess you could say it'd be a preview, but anyway, these are batteries from a company called yoyl, spelled Y-O-Y-L, on Amazon.com that sells these batteries. They're 750 milliamps. Let's see if I can get the numbers to show up a little better. Hopefully they show up. There we go. I always have my stuff numbered on the back also. This happens to be battery pack number 2, and this is 750. You notice this thing right here. It keeps you from having to pull your batteries out by the wires. That creates a lot of strain, a lot of stress right here at this joint right here where it's put together inside there somewhere. So it's always good to put pull tabs. It's packing tape with a little cloth in it. Try to get close so you can see that real good. But always put these pull tabs on here and just pull your batteries by the pull tab. And never by the wires, because it can eventually break the wires, and if you short out a LiPo pack it can probably be very ugly. I've never done it, but I don't want to do it either. So moving right along, the charger has 6 ports on it, 3 on each side, plus you have your micro USB, which comes with this micro USB cable here. It's one side right there, it goes into the charging brick, and this side goes in your computer, or if you happen to have one of these. This came from a, there we go, we can read it better now, it's correct side up. This came from a Samsung phone, which has the, there you go, the USB socket to it. You can either plug that in your wall and then use this with that, or plug in your computer. Now there's a note, I'm not sure if many reviewers mention this, but do not use this in your car. You plug it into your car USB device, because it's going to be throwing 12 volts to it, and unless you want these batteries looking like pregnant goldfish and possibly exploding maybe, or catching on fire and burn your car down, you don't want to do that. So do not plug this in your car unless you have a power inverter, but it's probably not a good idea to do that. But anyhow, when you plug this in, I think there's 6 red LEDs that light up. I'll get into that further when I actually get to the testing and the times of these batteries in which it flies this bird right here. Those batteries are, I guess, are designed for this bird. This is the MGX X400, and this one right here is the original factory battery that came with this bird. You know, it's got a pull tab on it too. It's got your JST connector. So when I get to know these a little bit better and know a little bit more what I'm talking about, I'll put another section in this video here. But this is just a preview of this battery kit that I got from yoyl. I'm not sure if they make the batteries or they're a seller, but they're on Amazon. And they have really good deals there. So this is Birdman316 of part 1 of this review on these batteries here. Sayonara. Hello, Birdman316 here again. Another day, another flight test. Here we have the MJX X400. It's been around for a while. It's going to be the host of that battery pack sent to me by yoyl Batteries out of Amazon.com. I think that's where they deal from, Amazon.com. The company name is yoyl, Y-O-Y-L Batteries Company. I got a kit of 5 batteries and a charger to test. This is one of the batteries in this bird right here. It's a 750 milliamp hour battery. And once I start these props and post flight, I'll go in there and edit everything and time everything and get a time wrote down, or a time flashed up on the screen as far as total time from motor start up to whenever it stops running, which isn't really a good idea to do that, but you can do that one time on a new battery. It gets the whole cycle, the whole span done, if you will, of the life cycle, the run, if you will, of the battery. I'll get it out in a minute. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this bird in the air and start the timer, and our mind's on this camera. Here we go. I think we're at speed number 1. This bird is still new. Motors are getting broke in better. And this is a steady flyer. And speed number 1, she's nice and steady. Don't want to get too close to that power line. We'll go across the street over here. So we can get some flying done. We can later stretch her little legs out, if you will, her little props. And look how steady she is. I mean, this is hands off. She's just barely climbing. I turn to yaw. She might come back this way, possibly. There's a tiny, tiny little breeze out here. Tiny little breeze out here. It's not bad though. Trying to go in the vortex ring state there. I saw that. And we're going to fly this bird, and when the LVC comes on, we'll keep flying. When we're trying to get a time of the run of this battery here. I'm going to bump this up to speed number 2. Pitch angle got a lot deeper. We can get away from that bush there. This is a really nice flying bird right here. It's a toy bird. Doesn't have GPS, doesn't have hover hold, doesn't have anything. And when we review this battery, we got to talk about something. So we might as well talk about it. It's manual right here. I'm doing this manual circle me orbit mode. Now this bird came with all white props on it. I put the black ones on the back. That would help a lot on the orientation. You see her go flying overhead there. You can see the black ones in the back. To me, that helps out on the orientation a lot. But at nighttime, you go by these lights here. Let me bring her over this way so you can see her. You go by these lights. Blue in the front, orange in the back. And at night, you're not going to see those props. You go by the lights at night. We're not going to bump this up in speed number 3. I think there's 3 speeds to this. But speed number 3, you have auto flip. In other words, when you throw the stick, I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to do it, but I'll throw the stick full pitch and speed number 3, it just automatic flips. I'm not crazy about automatic flips. I like the manual flips, but I'm going to break these motors in a little more, then I'll probably try a manual flip with it next time I fly her, probably. But for right now, we're just going to be flying very nice and gentle to continue breaking these motors in. And plus to flight test this battery out under normal flying conditions, not any craziness, to test this battery out. Let me bring her a little closer. It's going to be tough to see her out there so far away. But this is a smaller bird here anyway. Haven't seen no blinking lights yet. There's a bug flying around me. Of course, you know, the only kind of bugs I want around me is a certain quadcopter, but this review's not about that right now. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Check this out. A little bit of vortex ring stick there, almost didn't catch her in time. Blinking lights. We're going to keep her low, and we're going to find out what happens when this battery depletes itself. I imagine it'll just drop because it doesn't have auto land or anything on it. Yep. That's the end of the battery because I gave it throttle and it didn't climb. So, we're going to find out after we get back in and get everything on the editing program and find out what kind of time limit we have on this battery pack here. So this has been a revisit of this bird here and a review of the yoyl 400 X400 battery pack, which is 750 milliamp hours. And this is Birdman 316. Sayonara. Hey, this is Birdman 316. We're going to do a very short chat about this battery. I forgot to say in the previous video, we just came back in from the flight. This is the yoyl 750 milliamp battery for the MJX X400. Now, this is a charger that comes with the batteries. You get a kit of 5 batteries, and this brick charger here, I guess it's a brick charger, a multi-charger. You got 3 on one side, and you have 3 on the other side. Let me get where you can see it better. Now, once you plug this in, there's one green light, and once you plug the battery in, each battery has its own light. So if you have 5 batteries plugged in, you'll have 5 red lights. Now, I charged one of these batteries on here to do this test and everything, and I found that it took around 35 to 40 minutes to charge the battery fully, and the red light goes out. Once the battery is charged, the red light goes out, but the green light stays on, indicating you have it plugged in the computer. Now, keep in mind, just because this is a USB connector, don't plug this in your car. If you have the USB adapter from your lighter and stuff, don't plug it in your car because it throws too much voltage to the batteries and it'll cause problems. However, if you have a phone charger, like this over here, you can barely see it. These phone chargers for cell phones, they work just fine. Or just plug it into a computer USB port. But do not plug that into your car lighter, or you'll have problems. Believe me, I know, because I did it before. The battery puffed up, looked like a pregnant goldfish, and it wasn't pretty. But anyway, this is Birdman 316. Let me get everything in the picture there. There we go. There we go. Looking good, looking good. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.